The American workforce is right on the edge of this seismic shift. There's a quiet migration happening that's getting louder and louder. And it's all being powered by something that, honestly, barely even existed a year ago. So today, we're going to dive into this phenomenon they're calling the Silicon Awakening. Let's get right into it. So it all starts with a story. Let's talk about a marketing coordinator named Sarah Mitchell. She's been at her company for 6 years. You know the deal. Decent salary, good benefits, a super stable job, and she just walks into her manager's office and quits. And here's the real kicker. She had absolutely no safety net. No other job lined up, nothing. All she had was an idea and her laptop. But what happened next? Well, that's a sign of a much, much bigger story that's unfolding right now. See, Sarah isn't some one-off case. She's actually on the leading edge of a huge trend. She's one of an estimated 6 million Americans who are projected to leave their traditional jobs by the end of 2026. 6 million. Just think about that number. Now, this isn't just, the Great Resignation 2.0. No, this is something fundamentally different. It's being powered by forces that were barely on the radar a year ago. So the real question is, what on earth is going on? Well, the answer seems to lie in 3 massive waves. Like 3 technological tsunamis that are all crashing onto the shore at the exact same time. And together, they're creating an opportunity that's unlike anything we have ever seen before. Okay, so wave number 1 is what people are calling AI democratization. What that means is that these incredibly powerful AI tools, which used to be locked away inside big tech companies, are now available to pretty much everyone. Get this. A teacher from Ohio, Jennifer Park, with absolutely zero coding experience, used one of these new no-code AI builders and created a custom curriculum planner. It only took her 2 weeks. She put it up on a marketplace, and in just 5 months, it made $127,000. That right there is the power of this first wave. And yeah, she's quitting her teaching job next month. All right, on to the second wave, the explosion of AI agent marketplaces. The easiest way to think about these is like an app store, but instead of apps, you have these AI-powered digital workers. You build an AI agent one time, and you can sell it over and over and over again. Take a former accountant, for example, who built an AI bookkeeping agent that now just runs and sells itself on one of these platforms. And this just perfectly illustrates the potential, right? That one single digital worker now pulls in $63,000 a month for him in passive income. He told the source he works maybe 6 hours a week on it. Incredible. Now, the third wave is a little different, but it's just as powerful. It's the micro-expertise economy. This is all about people finally realizing just how valuable their specific real-world knowledge is. For instance, a mechanic down in Texas started filming himself doing repairs and then created a membership community to teach other people the skills he's learned over decades. And the result? Over 6,800 members are now paying him for that expertise. It adds up to $265,000 a month just from teaching people skills he already had. It's wild. So what's really fascinating here is that when you look behind all these incredible stories, you start to see a simple, repeatable formula emerge. This isn't just magic or luck. It's a process that combines a little bit of creativity with a whole lot of new school strategy. And it really just boils down to these 4 steps. First, you identify a problem that you already know how to solve, something from your job, your hobby, whatever. Second, you use today's AI tools to package that solution up into a digital product. Third, you sell it on an existing marketplace where your customers already hang out. And fourth, you use AI agents to automate the delivery and the customer support. That's the playbook right there. And the reason this whole formula is just blowing up for so many people right now is because of this. The tools have become so powerful and so easy to use that, as the source material puts it, the barrier to entry isn't just low anymore, it's practically on the ground. So, as you can imagine, this mass migration of talent is definitely not going unnoticed. Up in the boardrooms of the world's biggest companies, they see exactly what's happening. And it's causing a lot more than just a little panic. It's forcing this fundamental crisis about the entire future of corporate work. This right here, this is from a leaked internal memo at a Fortune 500 company. They're seeing this huge spike in people leaving, not for competitors, but to go work for themselves. And their conclusion? Our retention strategies are completely ineffective against lifestyle arbitrage. In other words, they're admitting that people are choosing a lifestyle with more freedom and control, and they just can't compete with that.
Let's look at a really high-stakes example of this. You have a financial analyst at Morgan Stanley, a top-tier Wall Street job, and he quit. He took his 12 years of deep expertise and he trained a personal finance AI agent with it. In just 2 months, he got 18,000 subscribers. You do the math. That's over $500,000 a month. This is the kind of leverage that corporations simply cannot match. No way. And here's the best part of the story. His old employer, Morgan Stanley, came back to him and offered to triple his salary to get him back. His response? He didn't even reply to the email. That tells you everything. It's not just about the money anymore. It's about freedom, autonomy, and ownership.
So all of this brings this massive trend right to your doorstep. This isn't just some abstract observation about the economy. It's a personal inflection point for every single one of us watching. So let's just break down this timeline because it's moving fast. Right now, today, there is a massive window of opportunity for early adopters. But these tools are getting better at a shocking pace, and more people are catching on. The source material suggests that in just 6 months, many of these prime opportunities will be saturated. And in 12 months, for those who waited on the sidelines, the main feeling is going to be regret. And here's the final and most crucial takeaway. The people who recognize this shift for what it is and who act on it now are building a completely new kind of wealth, one that's based on leverage, not just trading time for money. And they're doing it right now, while most everyone else is still hitting the snooze button.